followers. Today is a not regular cast of the blog. Today it's going to be in English, and today it's going to be from the other country. Now we're in the capital city Manama of country Bahrain, holding a course for a group of students or kind of new employees of a big bank. And around now it's early in the morning, and I'm preparing the course. It's going to start in 1 hour, but just want to share with you this view from my balcony, and you can see it's totally different from Moscow. The main reason of this blog is in English. It's about everybody here speaking English. This is the first. The second, many of my friends from all over the world are like asking why you're making some videos, what's this about, can you make English subscripts there or something. And I just decided to make like one cast in English one time per 5 times or something like that. So all my friends, hello, this is kind of for you, but this is not something interesting today is going on. But you can see we have international business, and we try to develop it, and we travel a lot all over the world, like spreading our knowledge and like learning from something, spreading the technologies, learning from technologies, and so on. So stay tuned. Okay, let's go. By the way, this is not a hotel, this is an apartment, and this one is rented by my company. We do it on a regular purpose, so sometimes everybody coming from the Moscow, from other country in the world, they can stay here. It's quite convenient, and I'll show you why. My balcony view is okay, but this one is much better. Check it out. Stunning view. I would say Bahrain looked like Dubai somehow, but on the other hand, it's a bit different place. It's still developing. There, I'll tell you more about advantages and disadvantages of this country. But the main business of Bahrain is a small country near Saudi Arabia. So a lot of deals, a lot of connections made here. It's like, you know, a meeting room for some of the Gulf countries. And you can find some interesting infrastructure. Hello. Hello, Yakub. Nice to see you again. So finally, I'm coming again to Bahrain. Can you tell? I see you have a new office. How are things going on here? So new projects. What's going on?
Always a pleasure to see you, Alexei, here
Thanks.
in Bahrain. It's been a long time to see. As you can see, we've transformed our office. In Bahrain, we do a more focused approach. So if you can see, we are focused more on cybersecurity. We're focused more on complex projects. On the IT side also, we started on the IT training, we started to do more of solutions for banking. This is the course that you are coming to deliver. So that is something new, an approach that we are doing. But overall, it's exciting times, it's tough times. And, you know, we're trying our best, and, you know, things are on track for us. It's okay.
Yeah, I heard many stories that it's not okay, it's good. Like I hope this big projects will come, right? Okay. Well, inshallah, we're looking for it. You have many new people here. I seen the cybersecurity people. So you're inviting a lot of people here?
We actually invite customers to do a lot of, we do a lot of awareness for customers. So if you look at that area, which is our common area, that's an area where we do continuous common awareness for customers. So we bring customers, and we bring our vendors, the experts in technology. They talk about what is new in cybersecurity. As you can imagine, cybersecurity is very important in this part of the world. You know, the traditional warfare has changed now. So there are a lot of external attacks in this part of the world. So we get a lot of attacks on the healthcare, on the police, on government areas, where we are working closely with the government now, and building for them a security operations center, national operating center. That is something we are proud of. We're working with them. So that opens a lot of opportunities. That's a challenge and opens good opportunities for us. So that's something that we are playing active role in with the government.
I think that's a great position to be in, and of course, if not they buying the same time you're talking to them about technology, but after a year, after some time, they come back and see you told me a year ago, so now I bought from you. Hope for that.
Actually, you're absolutely right, because most of the opportunities that we are trying to close now are opportunities we started years back. 1 year, 2 years ago. We are very slow. This region is very slow. So what you start in 1.5, 2 years ago, you start closing now. So this is why we have to continuously be active to start planting the seed. You have to plant the seed, give the water till the plant comes and the fruits to come. So it's a long cycle. People unfortunately take a long time here.
Everywhere.
We get used to it, and this is part of what we do.
Hopefully, I believe there will be great future for Bahrain as a capital for meetings and for like some kind of relations in this region. Do you think like Bahrain have a future as a capital for like as a meeting room for Saudis, as for you can reach the level of Dubai?
That's right. I think Bahrain is a very unique position, Alexei, because we're close to Saudi, one, and secondly, Bahrain has always been easy access. Access to coming to Bahrain,
like visa stuff.
Easy, the visa. So I noticed that most of the companies in Saudi, like Aramco, they do their meetings in Bahrain. So they bring their teams to Bahrain to meet international companies, to work. The business is being done that way. So Bahrain is an easy access to Saudi. We are closer to Saudi than Dubai, so that gives us the edge to be close to them.
That's great. So like you can always invite me here to have a meeting. Thank you very much.
To have you here, and it's a pleasure to have our CROC colleagues with us in Bahrain, and we appreciate everybody's support. So thank you for coming to Bahrain.
Thank you.
I always am happy to see you and see any other CROC team in Bahrain.
I seen you also came to our like party at CROC. That's great. They inviting you.
I did. Actually, we are part of one team, and Boris actually likes to see all the group companies, Bahrain and others, to be close to the group, and that's actually very good for all of us, to be part of one team, and for everybody to be aligned and to be part of the family. So it's good to be part of one family. We're in a classroom. Here in our Bahrain office, we have a training center. So there are offices for people who do the business studies and like communicate, salespeople and so on. And we have classrooms for our customers, for the students and so on. In these classrooms, we have a lot of equipment, some fancy stuff, some digital technologies. For example, this blackboard, which you can use as a screen for presentation, and you can easily annotate the stuff, draw something, I don't know, make some things over here. You can revert those things, you can draw something more ugly, whatever. Here also it's a very nice classroom. You can see just simple chairs, tables, so on, and we have like 5 up here. We have computer labs here. Pretty cool. So I'm doing my class in this room. Regarding the education, I see that there are people, especially in Bahrain and other countries, they invest very much in education. How the system, the government pays you for education? What do you know about that?
Yeah, well, of course, Bahrain specifically has historical progress made in education, since it's the first of the GCC countries to start education. With schools and females and higher education and a lot. But of course, yes, there's a lot of funding by the government given to every every national, Bahraini national, who would like to pursue his professional qualification and improve the productivity of the economy. So it's an economic progress objective and not a social one. So it focuses a lot on productivity. So we do have, of course, scholarships like any other country, but scholarships is not given enough funding as much as professional education is. So the focus is on really benefiting the companies or yourselves as startups. So there's a lot of grants and educational grants as well as startup grants in order to open your businesses or to enhance existing companies, whatever size they are. And human capital is at the heart of this. We believe that our nation will not grow and will not develop without focusing on its people.
Kind of obvious thing for every nation, but not every nation adopting that. You see, so because I was surprised that how you control it. So they trying to control because you can just waste money on education and there will be no effect. How they measure the result?
Yeah, they have a lot of impact measurement assessments, but what happens is it's a very small country, luckily, so we're able to converse with the market and see what the market needs, and then drive policies from there. And there's a lot of reform going on, and this was all part of, like, around 15 years ago, the Bahrain witnessed a labor market reform, and I was part of that progress.
Oh, really?
So I was lucky enough to be part of that whole success story, and I believe that we have gone a long way in 15 years. We have a lot of people professionalized. We have a lot of people who have enormous international qualifications and have really reached the outside world, telling the whole nation inside and outside that we are on par with what we used to bring in as expat labor, professional expat labor. Now we can compete with that face to face.
That was my next question. Do you think all the Arab countries, the Middle East, can be explained by a big percentage of expats who work here? And my last question was, do you think you can substitute it really quick?
I think substitution is not the aim of our government. I think our government focuses more on expanding the market to hold both the expatriate and Bahraini population. I think substitution has to happen, yes, at certain levels, the middle and higher levels. So yes, but I will never be able to substitute lower levels. We aim to give the middle and higher up wage categories to the Bahrainis and the locals. And with all this digital transformation going on, I don't think anything is impossible. I think it's just that your program, thank you for coming here and enlightening our youth with the latest there is in data science and digital analytics and all of these topics that are very, very important. We're not there yet, okay, because of a lot of factors, but STEM subjects, K-12 education needs to catch up. It's slower to catch up. But we aim here to give anybody who's out of the K-12 sector to broaden their horizons by courses like these and actually create the connections with people like you and others around the whole world in order to network with them, because it's a global village now we live in, and be able to in the future create cross-country projects, cross-country learning, and bring all of that wealth to Bahrain and knowledge to Bahrain.
That's great to know. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Oh, so sweet. Thank you.
When you walk through Bahrain, there are no pedestrian lines at all. So the city is not supposed to be fit for pedestrians. When I'm walking by foot here, everybody from the cars from outside looking at me as a weirdo, because nobody is walking here by foot. Everybody's going by car, but now or at least by bike, but it's not like locals. Bahrain is very interesting. You go through the luxury buildings, luxury city center, and everywhere, right in the middle, right in the front of the nice building, there is a construction work. So you stay on the balcony in the luxury building and you see this. That's basically all about Bahrain. I don't know why they value interior much more than exterior. All in construction. Everything is under construction. So now I'm with Vadim. Actually, I just realized, and Vadim told me that he's now operational director of NGN International, so here in Bahrain office, and actually it's the only person can make me come here all the time. So, and Vadim is now living with his wife here. Am I allowed to tell it? Yeah, okay. And they have a dog even. So is it fun here? So what's up?
Yeah, it's funny, and I always got questioned like, what is better, to live in Moscow or live in Bahrain? So I can't tell you exactly, but there is definitely some pros and cons to live in Bahrain and to stay in Bahrain. First of all, I would say the best thing is there is no winter shoes and winter tires, and and no snow. So it's always great to come in Moscow in summer, but with winter there are some issues. So there is no winter in Bahrain.
So everybody's going to vacations to hot countries, and they're going to vacations to cold countries.
Yeah. So just recently, for a few days, I went to Sochi, to the mountains, instead of going to the sea. I'm actually going the opposite. So yeah, I think I want to break some myth for your subscribers. First of all, ladies are allowed to go here alone and with uncovered, head. So if you're a lady and you are going to visit us, no need to buy a special dress to come to Bahrain. It's absolutely comfortable here and safe, which is the most important.
And guys, do guys need a dress here?
What I always recommend to bring is a swimming short and sunglasses, and that's, I would say, as must.
Of course, we know the stuff like the businesses here is growing and so on, and everybody from CROC are allowed to come. But what the entertainments here? That's the question everybody asking each other before going.
I don't want it to be perceived as the entertainment only, but obviously we do have some water sports. We can go, and our guests can stay in the very comfortable apartment with a swimming pool and gym and whatever they want to do, they can do it. Smoking shisha sometimes, if you want.
Oh, shisha! Smoke some shisha.
Yeah, smoke some shisha. Watch some
nice movie,
or going just to the pool side and having different talks.
Just regular people with a regular life.
Just chilling and relaxing, and we are trying to combine business and leisure here.
So do you believe that the NGN office will grow and will generate revenue?
I do believe that the NGN is growing, so I see the business opportunities are here. The only thing is that we have to be mature as a company, because this market it tests you. So as soon as you pass the test of not consistency, but you
stay on
your feet for 3 years. First year they will not listen to you. Second year they will listen to you but not give you a business. And after third year they will start giving you small projects. And we have a proof of this. So whenever we get a small project and do it and deliver it with a high quality, which we can do obviously, then the customers start giving us more business. And this is what is happening now. And I think that's easy to generate at least maybe 10 to 15 million US per year, which I do believe we can reach in maybe 3 years maximum.
That's cool. So for those of you who are watching that video and you have an opportunity to go here in this office to have some work leisure experience, be aware that very soon they will earn a lot of money and they will not need you anymore. So there's the last chance to jump on this train, buddy.
Yeah, whoever comes first deserves the best.
Okay, thanks Vadim, thanks.
See you.
For those of you who are wondering if it's cool or not cool to go through a business trip to Bahrain or to Dubai, to any other office, there are advantages and disadvantages. One of the disadvantages that here is a business week starting from Sunday, so you work on Sundays and you don't work on Fridays. But basically, if you're doing business in CROC, in Russian company, you work both on Fridays and you both work on Sundays, and you kind of need to maintain some stuff in Moscow, and at the same time you need to be very representative, very cool here, so you need to be fully involved. But on the other hand, you have some, like, those small things that make you feel a bit better, and this is one of those. So you are kind of able to have a break in the evening here. I'm still working here at the laptop. It's 11 o'clock in the evening, but I can enjoy just swimming in the pool where it's 40 degrees here. Amazing. Look at that, so many floors. Today is the last day of the course. Right now I'm waiting for the car, going downstairs, and actually at this moment I can say the course is going okay. So those people there, like the young students, new company employees, which were chosen from many of them, they're really pretty cool. I mean, like, sometimes you expect difference in mindset, difference in culture, which will make your opinion, which will confuse your opinion about people, I would say. But at this point I can say the globalized society and all the young people are almost the same all over the world. They have the same concerns, they have the same vision of the world. Yes, there are a cultural difference, but they're really smart, bright, and hope this coaster is going cool for them. And right now we'll have some data visualization stuff. We'll visualize my my brain waves as I love to show this feature, and we'll just get a tutorials with some BI solutions. So it's going to be pretty cool, but I think we have some link with those students, so I'm really enjoying this job today. So now we're going to the last day and finish this course, so pretty cool, pretty cool. Okay, that's the time we're with my new friends getting a horse and going for a ride. So this is the horse. What's your name? Michelle. Michelle?
Yeah.
Oh, very beautiful, Michelle. How are you doing?
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm swimming in with the horse. That's a very spectacular view over there. Well, we're making the photo. What we're making? Just making some fun. Okay, that's a good idea. It's your presentation again, so that's it. Improvising, yay. Data science, this. Whoa! Yeah, with music it will be better, I think. No worries, it's always better.
You can add it afterwards.
Yeah, you can make some effects, just rotating over stuff.
You can add the sun in the background, you know.
Uh-huh.
You have
The
editing.
chroma key stuff, yeah.